Hi everyone, welcome back to the Scrapbook Garage YouTube channel. I'm excited to craft with you today for our Tuesday at 2. It'll be a little bit of a shorter video today. With the baseball game last night, I'm not sure if everyone's watching the World Series, but holy smoke-a-roni, that was a very great game last night. It went 18 innings, crazy. I think it was almost midnight by the time it was over. So I didn't get a ton of chance to create this week, but I have a very fun project to share with you. I'm just going to kind of do some housekeeping to start here while we wait to see if anyone joins us live. If you're finding us for the first time, welcome. I'm glad you're here. My name is Sue. I own a store in Parksville, British Columbia, Canada called Scrapbook Garage. And we have a very active and engaged community. We have a Facebook page that you're welcome to join us on called the Scrapbook Garage Creative Community. And there will be a link in the description, so you can join us there. We are just getting started on YouTube. It's a brand new experience for us. So we would love to hear your ideas. So we have a opportunity for you to contribute to the content that we create on our channel through our Scrapbook Garage Idea Vault. And it's a community idea vault that we have created. The link will be in the description of this video. And you can click on that and share your ideas, and we'll hopefully make some content that will be what you're looking for. And in return for you sharing your ideas, we'll put you in a draw for a store gift card, and you can use that to do some shopping and find some fun things. And yeah, and we draw once a month, so you can enter as many times as you like whenever you have a fun idea that you think might be fun for us to cover or share some information with you about. You can feel free to fill out the Google form, and we'll put you in the draw for that month's gift card prize. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in today. So I don't have a lot to share with you, but we're going to create with something really fun that just landed in the store. It is called the Die Cuts with a View Holiday Tag Making Kit. And I wanted to share with you what that is and show you how cool this project is, or this project kit is. So I'm just going to jump right in. If you're joining us, please pop into the chat and say hello. Tell us where you're from, and we'd love to hear what you've been crafting lately. Have you been making your Christmas cards, holiday cards? Here where we are on the west coast of British Columbia today, we are having a bit of a windstorm. So I'm hoping that we will make it through the live without the power going out. It's supposed to hit, the wind is supposed to get up to 90 kilometers an hour, and it's supposed to hit our area at about 2:30 or 3 o'clock. So we are going to have a quick live this week in anticipation of that storm, and let's cross our fingers that we make it all the way through. Okay, I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to switch to my overhead cam, and I'll show you this really cool, fun project kit that we just got into the store. The link, if you're interested, is in the description as well. We'll be creating a couple things along with what I'll show you what I've already created with this kit. Okay, I'm going to switch to my overhead cam, so bear with me. I'll just switch there. Okay. There we go. So this is a brand new product that we just got into the store. It is made by Die Cuts with a View. Those of you that have been around crafting for a while, this brand has been around for a long time. And they've come up with these amazing kits. They also have a shaker card kit as well. But this one we haven't seen yet in our store. So I thought I would share this with you. And we're going to do an unboxing and see what it says. So the packaging, it says tags. The tag making kit includes tags, ephemera, adhesive, squares, baker's twine. And the packaging does not highlight all of the really cool things you'll find in this package. So it says at the bottom here, makes 15 tags. I'm going to challenge that. I think it will make many, many more. There's some examples on the front, and if I flip this over, you'll see some more examples on the back. I know, I'm so sorry. The white, again, is going to be a bit difficult. Let me just adjust my lighting and see if that helps at all. There we go. That will might help a little bit, but we've been struggling. For those of you that have been watching along with us, we've been struggling a little bit with getting the lighting on our YouTube channel correct. So I apologize. The white seems to wash out. This is an American Crafts product, so American Crafts has been around a long, long time. They're no longer kind of creating in the same way or offering products in the same way, but we were grateful to be able to bring in some of these kits. So let's open it up and have a look. There's some samples on the back here. These little bows are so cute, and I'll show you how they've created those. But I'm just going to open this up. And inside, I've taken these, come in a plastic sleeve, but because the plastic seems to be very crinkly when we open it up with the microphone, it picks up all the crinkly and crackliness. So I opted to take it out of the plastic bag, but it does come in a plastic sleeve. So you do get some red and white baker's twine. You get this really cool project information sheet. The only thing that I would have liked is for them to put it in color, because it is in black and white, but it would have been nice to have it in color just to help us find the pieces a little bit easier. But it does show us how to make the bows, and I'll show you the bows in a moment. And they're just die cut pieces of paper that we will create together. I'll show you how we did those. It does come with foam adhesive, so these are like little foam squares. And then there's another sheet of little micro ones. These are a little bit smaller. And then it comes with all of the tags. I have created some, and I'll show you those. They're underneath this pile of ephemera here. So I will show you those in a moment, but it does come with little pieces of ephemera like this one here. Let's see if I can get that. Warm wishes to you and yours. There's a little piece there. And then these are some of the tag backgrounds that they included in the package. They are double-sided, so that's kind of fun. So you get to choose whether you want to use, oh, that one's the same on both sides. Interesting. That one is too. So, okay, so they're double-sided. Same pattern on both sides. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And then I have created some more, so I'll show you. And then there's a few pieces you'll see that are already popped out. All of these little pages here, they're die cut already for you, so we just have to pop them out. See how they just pop out super easy? And I'm just going to do a flip through so you can see all of the fun things. So you get Let's Get Cozy, Happiness and Cheer. We've got Merry Christmas and a few bows, some greenery. Set that one aside. These are the bows here that we saw on that project instruction sheet. So these pieces here are bows, and I'll show you how I will create those. And then you've got some other ephemera. There's little sentiment pieces and tags, little floral bits. You can see I've used some of these pieces on some of the tags, so I'll show those in a little bit here. I'm just going to move that package and see if I can play with this light just a little bit. Some of the pieces of the ephemera are actually foiled. Like, look at that. How cool is that? Right? So this one says, the best gift of all is you, or the best gift is you. Jingle, jingle, December 25th, stay warm, magical. Snow day, best moments, all is bright, my Christmas wish. We've got peace on earth. And keep in mind, all of these pieces that have popped out, I've used those already to create tags. Wait till you see how many tags I created and how many pieces are still left for us to use. I was going to do a little mini folio with these, but we're running out of time. Our classroom has been so busy. It has, it's been super busy, and we're running out of time before the holidays hit this year. But this would be a super fun kit to make a little journal or a folio. There's a little hedgy look. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but I'm trying to figure out the best lighting for you. But there's a little hedgy on a stump. That's super cute. There's some more of those bows. You'll see I've used those two here. I'll show you how I've put those together. There's little mushrooms and pine cones. There's a little squirrel with a cup of hot chocolate. I'll tip these up. That seems to be the best. There's a little square that says home sweet home, a couple presents, a cardinal. There's also little pieces of holly. My favorite memories are always with you. How cute is that? Bundled up. And it just keeps going. It's on and on and on. Look at how many sheets we have. So Peace on Earth, First Snow, 'Tis the Season, Mittens. We've got bows and holly. We've used this banner on one of the tags. We have more ephemera here, a little snowflake. You can't really see that. There you go. You can see that now. A little snowflake, some other ephemera, a little squirrel holding a present this time. I'm not sure if a skunk fits into Christmas, but in this package it does. That's what it says to you from me. It's got a little snowflake and a Christmas tree, warm wishes, a little present. Let's see here. And then the last sheet had a bunch of other pieces that we've already used. It has Make It Merry, another snowflake, another snowflake. There's a bigger version of that little hedgie that we saw earlier sitting on the stump. So cute. And a couple more bows. These ones have some foil on them, so those are kind of fun and decorative. And then these are the tags that I've already created. So I'll show you these ones as we go. There's a little Merry All Is Bright, little bear, and it's already got the twine. So there's one. We've got the Holly Jolly. These are the ones shown in the instruction sheet. So there's Holly Jolly. There's the Wonder. How cool is that? I can just see this like tied to a gift bag on a during the holidays or around a wine bottle, something like that. It would be very fun. We also have the poinsettias. This one says Happiest of Holidays, and it's got all the little stars are popped up with some foam. We have a little poinsettia, extra little piece of poinsettia there, or piece of ephemera. There's a poinsettia, a little sentiment, and a Christmas tree. We have a little cardinal here with a wreath in the background. And there is a sentiment in the middle here that says Very Merry, so you can kind of see that on the side. And then this one might be my favorite. I love hot chocolate at Christmas time. Good cheer, and it's even got the little marshmallows in the cup, so that one's kind of cute too. And again, they give you lots of twine so you can tie them to a gift or to a present. There's room on the back if you wanted to stamp on them to say, you know, Merry Christmas or to or from. And then you have lots of little bits like the little stars, the Christmas tree, and all the other ephemera. So those ones I'm going to set aside, and I thought we would just play together a little bit and see what we come up with. How about I'm going to choose 2 tags out of these ones here. And we haven't done a polka dot. I think we did one polka dot, but maybe we'll do like the green, snow, and maybe a background. Let's do a red one too. Let's do a plaid. How about that one? Maybe we'll do that one. It's so hard to choose. There's so many fun ones there. I think that will be good. And I'll set these extra ones aside. I'm thinking that these would be really fun on the front of a Christmas card too. So I'm just going to kind of have a look and see which ephemera bits go the best now. So I'm just going to go ahead and maybe we'll choose this piece here. That would kind of go nicely on that tag. And maybe we use there's a 'Tis the Season here. We'll pop this one out. They see how they pop out so easy? Super easy. There's that one. And maybe these little mittens. You can see how many I've already made. How many tags did I make? Let me just see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've already made 6 tags here. And I still have all of this left to create with. There's so much ephemera in this pack. And they give you the adhesive too. So it's quite impressive. And some twine. You can always add a little bit more twine if you wanted to do that, or cardstock if you wanted to turn these into card fronts. They would be very cute as card fronts too. Let's see. Maybe we have bundled up. I'm looking for a sentiment here for this red one. Let's see what we can find. The little Merry Christmas is cute. There's that little hedgie again. We'll put him there. Meet me under the mistletoe. That's cute. Full of joy. Merry and bright. Merry and bright is kind of cute. It has a little bit of the pinks in it too. Tuck that behind. They come together very quickly. And maybe we need a little bling, hey? Let's try one of these little snowflakes here. Pop that out. Maybe that one behind there. And let's see if we can find a smaller star. There's one that's a bit smaller. Let's take that one out. And all I do to get these out is I just hold the paper like this and I just wiggle it and it will pop them out. See how that just kind of breaks them out of their mold, for lack of a better word. That's good. That's a cute little banner that says December 25th. That one's fun too. Pour a cup of cheer. Oh, I can really hear the wind. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is very windy. And every time it gusts like that, it makes me think that that the power's going to go out. So if you see any flickering of lights or things, it's just Mother Nature saying hello. There we go. That might be cute too. So those are cute. We can just kind of create something like that. Maybe put it this way. There we go. And then I'm also going to use a piece of this twine that's left. Because I have a number of tags left, I'm just going to kind of split this up a little bit. So I'm going to just make sure that I have enough. So all I did is fold that in half and fold it in half again. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop this apart. And do the same on the other end. And that will give me 4 somewhat equal pieces. Yeah, that baseball game last night, wow, that was an intense one. That was fun to watch, but very long, very long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this twine first so that I don't have to work around other things. So what I did is I just made a loop, tucking it from the back through the hole to the front. And then I'm just going to take these 2 tails and go over the top of the tag and through the loop, and then just pull that. And that just kind of ties the tag in place. Okay, so I'll do that one more time with the other one. I just fold this in half, right? And then I take the loop part. I'm just going to set these aside. And I'm going to tuck that into there. And hold that loop to the top, just like that. And then I'm going to take the tails and tuck them through the loop. And just pull them straight. And that will let us have a bit of a tail to tie this tag onto. Whatever we'd like to put it on later. Again, we're going to just kind of lay this out a little bit. I think that's kind of pretty. We could pop that up and add a little bit of a star in behind. And then this one, I think we had something like that. 'Tis the season. Yeah, I could see this used as part of I think that snowflake might be a little bit too big. So I'm just going to set that aside. I'm just going to look for something a little bit smaller to embellish this one. Let's see what we've got. There's so many pieces. Well, the holly would be cute. Holly is very cute. Let's see. So many choices. Let's see, Merry Christmas. That one's kind of more green. There's a little bird there too. I wonder if that would be, let's see what that would look like. Take that little cardinal. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm so indecisive. I always overthink things. Oh, there we go. Let's use this holly. This one looks like it will fit a little better. So we'll do that one and these 2 little berries here. That might be fun. If that one, there we go. Pop that one out and that one out. And maybe we'll do a bow on this one. That would be fun too. So then I can show you how the bows kind of come together. So let me just find one here. There's one of the sparkly ones. Let's use one of those. I'll pop this bow out. I'm not sure if you can hear the wind, but man, oh man. Okay, and then that bow is going to go maybe at the top there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these ones to this one together here. And I'm going to glue the star flat, and then I'm just going to use the pop up the Merry and Bright sentiment. And I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. This looks, maybe we should go this way. That's better. That kind of looks like that it is there. That's a bit better. I think that's a little nicer. And then we'll tuck that star into there. And because these are, they don't have to fit in an envelope or anything, we can have them hanging off of the sides a little bit. And then I can also use the foam adhesive to pop them up, because I don't have to worry about the extra postage and all the things that the post office will want to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some dimensional adhesive, and I'm just being mindful that it goes in the middle here, so I don't want it to hang off the edges, because then it would get sticky. So I'm just kind of adding little bits of foam adhesive. There we go. I'm just going to peel the backs of these, which is always a little challenging for me. I have a bit of a handshake, so that's always a bit difficult, but we get there in the end, right? Yeah, there we go. So take that off, and these ones off. And then I always like to add a little bit of insurance. This is my Nuvo, very well used Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. Needs a new label or a new bottle, one of the two. And I just take a little bit of this and shake it down. This bottle's almost empty. And I just put a little dot on the back of all of those. Just to, there you can see that. Just to kind of add a little bit of, especially because this will probably be dangling off of a present or something like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down. And then I'm going to pop up this little Merry and Bright sentiment again as well. Again, I'm just going to be a little bit mindful of where the adhesive is landing. I want it to make sure that it's not too far off the edges. And these ones are, these little foam adhesives that they include, they're actually very dense, like they're strong ones. They're not like super thin, so good quality little dimensional adhesive, or pop dots or pop squares or whatever you'd like to call them. They're like foam tape cut into little bits. So we have that dilemma, and I think that topic comes up every time I do a video, is what do we call these? Are they pop dots or dimensional adhesives, or what are we calling them this week? Again, just going to add a little bit of insurance, a little bit of glue to the back, and then I'm just going to set that aside. I'll go ahead and add that Merry and Bright tag sentiment. And this one here, if I put this on the side, there's probably still enough room to write someone's name or something there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Add a little bit of glue to the back, and I'll glue this one straight down so that there's a little bit of difference in the, and cause some interest, different layers. There we go. So super quick and easy tag to come together, and then there's still room to write at the bottom here, to and from. So that's tag number 1, and then I'll go ahead and put this one together too. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this all down a little bit, because I'm going to make this bow at the top here when I'm finished putting these together. So the first thing I'm going to do, I want to pop this piece, both of these pieces up. So I'm just going to glue this bow piece to the bottom here, and make it into one piece. As soon as I get that going, there we go. So I just added a little bit of glue to the top of the bow on this piece, and I'm just going to add it right to the bottom of that sentiment. Just try to center it a little bit. There we go. And then this one I want to pop up to create some just dimension. So I'm just going to pop that one up. And again, I'm just going to put the adhesives in the middle here. And these are pretty small, so I'm kind of grabbing them 2 at a time and putting them on. You could use one, I guess, but I like them a little bit bigger than just these tiny little ones. So, so I tend to do 2 at a time. I'm just going to take all of that extra backing off. Oh, there we go. A little bit more. I'm so sorry the lighting is so shadowy. We've been playing with different scenarios, and every time we seem to get it almost there, and then the weather outside will change, or the lighting in our house it just seems to be variant, and We are still wrapping up from our house flood. We're just about there. We got our dining room and living room are almost finished and back to normal now, which is good. We have a few more boxes to clean up, but we're just about there, which is good. And then we'll be able to focus on the studio and get that back to normal as well, which I cannot wait for. It's been quite a summer and quite a fall so far. So again, I'm just going to take these little berries. I'm going to create my own kind of, I wonder if we have one more. There's one more leaf there. I'm going to take one more holly leaf and I'm just going to wiggle that and pop that out. So I just wiggle it. See how it just popped out like that? So yeah, I think 2 will be a little bit better. So I'm just going to kind of overlap those. Maybe I'll put them so that those white pieces are on the same. I don't know if those little white marks are supposed to be on the bottom or the top, but I'm going to kind of, I think I'll put them this way. I'm just going to overlap them so that they stick together. I'm just going to create kind of one piece first, a little bit of glue, and then that piece will stick together to the next one. So there we go. And then just take these little berries here and add a bit of glue to the back of those. Like I say, my glue bottle is almost empty because I got a little too much. I'm just going to kind of use this other berry to take a little bit off. I'm going to add a little bit there and another one up there. There we go. Clean up the little table there. And then this piece, I'm just going to tuck it underneath a little bit because I want to make room for this bow. So let me just see. Might be able to, I think this side is probably going to be a bit better. So then I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of adhesive to the back of that. This would be a really fun kit to do with your kids or your grandkids. Make some fun things. I know lots of schools have little craft fairs or like holiday opportunities for the kids to create things and then sell them in the gym, that kind of thing. This would be a great little kit for that because you could use we still have like, I want to say hundreds, but I don't know if it's hundreds, but there is so much ephemera still left, right? And we've made, how many did we say at the beginning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've made 8 tags so far, and we still have all of that ephemera left. There's still 6 or 7 sheets under here. Like, look at all of this too. There's still all of this left. And the titles would be like, that is big enough to go on a scrapbook page, right? Especially if you're working in a 6x8 album or you have a project that you want to put together in a smaller book or a smaller folio, this would be perfect. So even though the packaging is meant to be for tags, there's so many other things in here that you could use this for rather than just tags. So yeah, so I would encourage you to do that. So these little bows, when I first put them together were a little bit complicated. So I'm going to kind of walk you through. So each of these pieces have little score marks. There's a score mark here, which you probably can't see because of our lighting, but there is one that goes on the angle like this. And then there's another one on this side that also is on an angle. And the confusing part, and I'm hoping I'm going to get this right, is that we have to fold these forward, which seems strange to fold them right sides together, but we're going to fold on those score lines so that those are like that. And then let me just work this through here. And then this comes around and gets stuck down. And then this comes around and gets stuck down. You can see where we're going, right? And then once those two are glued in place, this little tail here comes around like this and up in between the two. So I'm going to walk that through again. So when you get it, they're in this position, right? There's 2 little score lines, one here and one here. So you want to fold it so that the right sides are together. So fold that up and fold this one up, right? And then, I bet we could probably glue those in place. Let's do that. So we're going to fold that up and we're going to glue it in place. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue right on that kind of tail end right there. Okay, and I'm going to fold that so that the right side is together. And I'm just going to hold that for a minute while it dries. And while I'm holding that, I'm just going to add another little drop of adhesive right into this side. This was probably the most confusing part of putting together the samples, was trying to figure out how they wanted us to do the bows. I got a little too much, so I'm just going to touch that with my hand. This adhesive, you can just rub your hands together and it kind of disappears. So I'm just going to fold that one down. I'm going to hold that in place as well, just for a minute, just so it will grab. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this one to the back. And we're going to be mindful that when we're finished, we want to fold this piece up like that, so it comes up in between. And maybe we'll do that first, because that will make it easier. So now we've got it like that, where we just glued those in place. I'm going to fold this little tail up and around, and I'm just going to fold that over top, and I'm going to glue that in place right there. So just add a little bit of adhesive to the back. There we go. A little bit. Perfect. I'm just going to wrap that around. I'm just going to hold that down. Try to get it as straight as I can. There we go. I'm going to wipe off the excess before it dries. It does dry clear, so that will be okay. So now we've got that tail piece has been wrapped around to the front and glued. And now we're just going to take these two pieces and we're just going to fold them to the back and glue them in place. And that will create our little bow. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive right on that little spot where it's going to come around to the back of the bow. And I'm going to do it one piece at a time. So if that's the front, I've added the adhesive on this side. I'm just going to flip that and just stick that in place just like that. And I'm just going to hold that there for a minute. I'm not worried yet about having the bow be dimensional, because once it's glued into place, we will be able to come back and make it a little bit more dimensional. So that one is holding. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the, oh, it just popped open. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hold that, add a little bit more right there. You could put this together with glue dots as well, but this adhesive works really well too. It just needs a minute to hold that in place. And I'll just hold that for a second while it dries. And then while we're doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm just on the end here. See how if I push on the end, it just opens up that circle? So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to both sides while I'm holding it so it can dry. So see how this one is flat? Excuse me. This one is flat. Sorry, had a cough there for a moment. One moment. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So this one is round on this side. This one is flat. I'm just going to go ahead and push to create some dimension. And then you can do that again on the other side. Now it's all put together. And now we have this cute little bow. Pardon me, excuse me. So see how the back has remained flat now, right? If I hold that upright, you can see the dimension is on the front side, but the flat back is still flat. So now we can go ahead and add that to our tag. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back. I could use my double-sided tape as well. But I think because I have this glue out, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. I'm going to play with the placement on that for a minute. Do I want it straight? I think I like it a little bit of an angle. So I'm just going to go ahead, add that on a little bit of an angle, and I'll just hold that in place until it is stuck down. And then you can kind of play with the bow edges again a little bit and have that. There we go. So there's our dimensional tag. How fun is that? And if they're a little too high, you can just kind of squish them down a little bit. And that makes it a little bit flatter as well. So there we go. We created 2 more tags out of the package. So like I say, there's all of these on the instruction sheet that you could follow exactly if you wanted to. I always like to mix them up a little bit. And there's the instructions for doing the bow. See on the end here, right, that line right there that goes kind of on an angle like this, right there. That's the one that has to fold. It looks like it goes behind, but it should actually be right sides together for it to work properly. And it took us a little while to figure that out. So But you do have step-by-step instructions in the kit as well. So there we go. So I'll show you one more time. We'll put all these little bits and pieces aside. I'm just going to actually put these back in the box because we still have all of this that we can still create with. And I'm just going to tuck those and that adhesive. And I don't want to lose the little tags and the instructions. I'm going to just kind of put them all into a little pile. Put them back into the box here, which is, yeah, when it's on the shelf, that's what it looks like. You can't really see what all is inside there, but it says it makes 15, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Pop your guess into the comments. How many tags do you think, if we only did tags, how many tags do you think we could get out of this box? I would say we'd be able to get quite a few, and then we would still have some left over. We'll probably run out of tags before we run out of ephemera. And look, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pre-made tags are still here, plus all of these. And there's that one. Let's see if I can get them all into one frame so you can see them all. There we go. These would be a really fun way to add them to the front of a card. I think I have a card here. Let's see if I have a card front. Yeah. So I have just a basic card front, an A2 card front. So you can see how if you added pattern paper to behind here, or like use this as the focal point on a card, you could do that as well. That could be really fun, right? They would fit nicely on the front of a card as well. So, or if you wanted to do them as a little folio, like use the pieces and have these be, off the side of a 8x8 album that you've created, something like that, that would be really fun too. So yeah, so if you're interested, these are available in our online store. There's a link in the description. The best part, like these retail, I think for $13.95 Canadian. So you'll get so many bits and pieces and so many really wonderful tags, beautiful things for the holiday season. And die cuts with the view, they always knock it out of the park. It's always really fun product to play with. And good quality too. Like these are sturdy tags. They're not going to bend or fall apart very easily. So there we go. So now we have 8 completed tags. We still have 6 or 7 other tags in the box, and all of that ephemera to be able to still create with. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm just going to switch to my front-facing camera. There we go. There we go. So hopefully you enjoyed that. It's that was kind of a fun kit when it arrived in the store. I thought it would be super fun to put together with you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. You can send an email to scrapbookgarage@gmail.com, or you can pop into the chat, or our phone number and our contact information is in the description below as well. So thank you so much for joining us this week. I hope you have a great week. The wind is really picking up out there, so I think I'm just going to wrap it up before our power goes out. Stay safe, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and come back and see us again next week, Tuesday at 2. Okay? Have a great week. We'll see you then. Bye.